Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Crack Gpat with tips and tricks. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who are watching my video. If you are really liking my video, you can subscribe my channel. It will be beneficial for me also. Really thanks to all of you, especially to my own students and all pharmacy students. All the best, very best for your competitive exams. Hope you are getting information from my videos. Last time we discussed about 9 tables, and today we will discuss about from table number 10, that is about wetting angle and its description. If your angle means if your angle is 0 degree, that's mean it's a complete wetting nature. If it's less than 90 degree, that's mean almost complete wetting. If 90 degree, that's mean floating nature. If 108 degree, that's mean no wetting. If greater than 90, that's mean slight wetting. And examiner will ask you description according to your angle, right? Next one is table number 11, that is according to property of water dispersibility and with respect to HLB value range. HLB means hydrophilic lipophilic balance, and we studied about this scale last time in emulsion topic, and this is regarding to surfactant. And if HLB scale has value 1 to 4, that's mean no dispersion, and if its value 4 to 5.5, that's mean slight dispersion. If 6 to 10.5, that's mean milky type dispersion, and if 10.5 to 13, that's mean translucent to clear dispersion, and if 13 to 14, that's mean clear solution. It's a property of water dispersibility according to HLB value range. Next one is number 12, that is route of administration and its dose. If route is IV means intravenous, that's mean you can use 500 ml or more. If it's a intramuscular route, that means you can use dose up to 5 ml. And if it's intradermal, or you can say that intracutaneous route, that means 0.01 to 0.2 ml. If hypodermal, or you can say that subcutaneous route, it means your dose will be 1 ml or less. If intrathecal, that's mean you can use less than 20 ml. This route is for spinal cord, and this is route of administration. According to these routes, you can use your dose according to these values. Okay, next one is table number 13, that is your angle of repose, and it's a flow character. If angle of repose is 25 to 30, that's mean excellent flow. 31 to 35, that's mean good. 36 to 40, that's mean fair. And 41 to 45, that's mean passable. 46 to 55, that's mean poor nature. 56 to 65, that's mean very poor. Greater than 66, that's mean very very poor. It's a flow character according to angle of repose. Next one is table number 14, that is according to flow character according to CI, that's mean Cars index. It's a percentage of Cars index and Hosner ratio. If your value, if your Cars index has value less than or equal to 10, it means excellent flow of character. And if 11 to 15, that's mean good flow nature. And if it's 16 to 20, that's mean fair nature. If 21 to 25, that's mean passible nature. 26 to 31, that's mean poor nature. 32 to 37, that's mean very poor. Greater than 38, that's mean very very poor. And Husner ratio is according to its flow character. If your ratio is 1 to 1.11, that's mean excellent flow character. If 1.12 to 1.18, that's mean good nature. If 1.19 to 1.25, that's mean pure nature, and nature means it's a flow, right? If 1.26 to 34, that's mean passible nature, and if it's 1.35 to 1.45, that's mean poor nature. If 1.46 to 1.59, that's mean very poor, and if greater than 1.6, that's mean very very poor nature. It's a Husserl ratio, and percentage of cars index, and it's a flow character according to their values. This is really important and very very important. You can revise these values, and according to its flow character of all ratios. Next one is table number 15, that includes quantitative description of solubility and its parts of solvent to dissolve one part of solute. Means if you have less than one part of solute value is less than 1, that means your quantity is very soluble, your solubility nature. And if it's a 1 to 10, that means freely soluble. If 10 to 30, then that means soluble. If 30 to 100, that means sparingly soluble. If 100 to 1000, that means slightly soluble. If 1000 to 1000, that means very slightly soluble. If more than 10,000, that means insoluble. It's a nature quantitative, it's a quantity description of solubility, and according to its part of solvent to dissolve one part of solute. Okay, next topic is table number 16, that is regarding route of administration, and route of administration and syringe gauge used. Gauge means it's inner measurement. Okay, route of administration, if your route of administration is intradermal, then you can use your gauge 26. Then if it's a subcutaneous, it means you can use syringe 23 gauge. And if it's an intermuscular or intravenous, that's mean you can use your syringe 22. And if it's LVP means large volume parenteral, that include it's intravenous solution in one bag, that's why they are called large volume parenteral. And its syringe gauge value is 19, right? You can use 19 gauge syringe for LVP. And these are all syringe gauge value and the route of administration according to these values. Next one is 17, table number 17, that is really important, sterilization process and its biological indicators. First one is dry heat, then you can use your biological indicators, that is Bacillus subtilis vernizer. And if it's moist heat, you can use Bacillus thermophilus. And for radiation sterilization, you can use Bacillus subtilis or Globigii pulmonalis. And for ethylene oxide, Bacillus subtilis niger. And for filtration, you can use Rhaetia merciniens, right? It's about biological indicators regarding in microbiology. You had studied about biological indicators you can use for different type of sterilization for your different biological indicators, and these indicators according to their sterilization process. Next one is table number 18, that is taste sensation and recommended flavors according to your taste sensation. If your taste sensation is salty, that's mean it's a example of these flavors like butterscotch, maple, apricot, peach, vanilla. And if it's a bitter taste, that's mean wild cherry, walnut, coconut, anise. And if it's sweet, that's mean fruits and berry, vanilla. And so for sour taste, you can use you will feel that all flavors regarding citrus flavors, licorice, and root beer and raspberry. These are the examples, or you can say that flavors according to taste sensation. Okay, next table is table number 19. According to category of oil, we divided ratio of oil, ratio water, and ratio gum. For fixed oil, you can use 4 ratio 2 ratio 1, means you can use your parts of oil is 4 parts, you can use water in 2 parts, and for gum 1 part. Next is mineral oil, and the ratio 3 ratio 2 and ratio 1. For volatile oil, 2 ratio 2 ratio 1. And for oleoresins, 1 ratio 2 ratio 1, means that water quantity is similar and gum quantity is similar according to. And for gum, similar ratio 1 for all oils, but there is just change quantity of oil, and different ratio for oil. This also we had studied in our emulsion chapter. Next one is table number 20th, that is according to category of preservatives and their examples. First one is acid, example phenol, chlorogrizol, and for neutral, benzyl alcohol. Mercurial, that is thiomazole, and for quaternary ammonium compounds, benzalkonium chloride. These are examples according to category of preservatives. These are also we had studied in our emulsion chapter. And next one is table number 21, that is regarding micro encapsulation process and applicable core material, and it's a particle size in micrometer. For air suspension, applicable core material is solids and particle size is 35 to 5000. Conservation phase separation, and applicable for solid and liquids, and particle size is 2 to 5000 micrometer. For multi orifice centrifugal, that is solid and liquids, and its a particle size 1 to 5000. For pan coating, applicable core material is solids and the particle size is 600 to 5000 micrometer. For solvent evaporation, applicable core material is solid and liquid, and its value particle size is 5 to 5000. For spray drying and congealing, its applicable core material is solids and liquids, and particle size is 600 micrometer. Next one is these are all are micro encapsulation process and their applicable core material, and as well as their particle size in micrometers. Next one is antioxidants, table number 22, and antioxidants and their examples, common examples. There are two types, water soluble and oil soluble. For water soluble, examples are ascorbic acid, thioglycerol, thioglycolic acid, acetylcysteine, and sulfur dioxide. And for oil soluble, there are alpha tocopherol, lecithin, and hydroquinone, propyl gallate, as well as ascorbyl palmitate. Then these are antioxidants and with their examples. This is table number 23rd, that is drug product and its value limit. For ethylene oxide, ethylene chlorohydrin, and ethylene glycol. For if your drug product is ophthalmic, means for topical use, and its limit is 10. For ethylene chlorohydrin 20, and 60 for ethylene glycol. For injectable, it's 10 for ethylene chlorohydrin and 20 for ethyl glycol. And intrauterine device, and its value is 5 for ethylene oxide means its limits 5% it for ethyl oxide and 10% for ethylene chlorohydrin and 10 for ethylene glycol. Similar for surgical surgical scrub sponges, its limit is 25 and for ethylene chlorohydrin 250 and ethyl glycol 500. For hard gelatin capsule shells, it's 35. Ethylene oxide limit is 35 and for ethylene chlorohydrin 10 and for ethylene glycol 35. Next, these are the drug product and their values, their limits according to ethylene oxide, ethylene chlorohydrin and ethylene glycol. Right. Next one is table number 24, that is drug product and its nature per ml per gram or ml means NMT means not more than microorganisms per gm gram or ml. Then it's a drug if your drug product is for baby products, you can use 500 gram or 500 gram capacity means for microorganisms, and for product used for eye, then you can use 500 per gram or ml, and for oral products its value is 1000 and for all other products 1000. That's mean you can't use more than value from according to your drug product in gram or per ml. Today we had discussed for these tables, and hope you got all knowledge about these tables, and these are really important for every examination regarding pharmacy. Thank you very much for watching my video, and thanks to all of you again for supporting me. Thank you.